Hello, everybody. You've gotten this video because you have chosen to be a student leader for Chabad at Pierce this spring 2020. There are so many people, and everyone's schedules are crazy, which is exactly why I put together this little presentation. There are three parts to it. I'm sorry you're not going to see my pretty face right now. Um, this is going to record the screen so I can show you what's going on. Um, so here we go. Let's run through the upcoming semester. First, we're going to go through just all the events and programs, and then I'm going to explain the process of how it works. Okay, so, and as it stands right now. So the last two nights we had a debrief about the coming up semester. Now you're getting the video. Okay, tonight we were supposed to have a Friday night meal. In the end, it's not happening. Different discussion. Okay, so next week. Okay. Whew, so many things going on. Okay, we're going to start with February 10th. February 10th is going to be the Welcome Week booth and Mushka's office hours. Every Monday in the evening, Mushka and I and whoever wants to come over and have a board get together and work on stuff, we are going to spend time focusing what the week is going to look like and what we can do to make it better, and the week after that. So it's not really a mandatory board meeting. There's no mandatory board meetings, but that is a night that you will be able, and we will be in touch with you about doing various projects and things and all of that stuff. So whenever someone has a question throughout the week, we're going to address it on Monday night. Let's say you are not available to be there on Monday night. We have a Google form which you will get, and you can list all of your grievances, complaints, opportunities, and questions, and we will address them on that Monday night, and we will respond to your questions however we can. All right, Welcome Week booth. We are going to have a booth on campus with some goodies to hand out and some beautiful students to market Chabad at Pierce to all of the people who don't know what it is yet. If you are available to help us, it would be much, much appreciated. Then comes the Shabbos meal. Every week we have a Shabbos meal. This is not a major social event. Shabbos meals at Chabad at Pierce are a chance for people who, for whatever reason, do not have a way for themselves to celebrate Shabbos. Maybe their family doesn't celebrate. Maybe they have family that celebrates, but they don't want to be with their family. Or maybe they're looking for a different type of Shabbos experience. So they come to us. It really doesn't matter. The point is that these Shabbos meals are not meant for just anybody who walks off the street and is looking for Judaism, while everyone is, of course, invited. It's more meant for people who are looking for a more spiritual experience. Monday, we have Mushka's office hours again. It's President's Day weekend, so there's no school. Tuesday, men's class and women's class. Liora Yasma, an incredibly incredible girl, has offered to prepare a class for girls, and I will be teaching a class for boys, and they will be held in separate locations. Last semester, we had Juice for Pizza on Mondays and Tuesdays. This semester, we are going to have Juice for Pizza on Mondays, which is just mixed and there's low content, lots of fun and pizza and chilling. And Tuesdays, it's going to be more Judaism oriented, learning something a little deeper, and that's why we're going to have smaller classes and split by gender. Then comes the Shabbos meal as usual. Shabbos Mavarchim Farbrengen. For those who don't know what this is, ask me, I will explain it. But basically, every month, the Shabbos before the new moon, we are going to get together, share words of inspiration. It's 21 and over because alcohol will be served. And I'm going to outline some very inspirational moments for the upcoming month. And we are going to get really excited about our relationship with God and our relationship with our fellow Jews and our relationship with the Torah. That is Saturday afternoons, Shabbat afternoon, 3:30 till 5:30ish, basically finishing in Shabbos ending and then having Havdalah, and then everyone can Uber back home. Usually, the Welcome Back Barbecue semester is not 2 weeks after school starts. However, this semester we decided that since 23rd of February is the day that everyone drops their W's, it'll be a good day for people who already kind of know what the schedule is like and know what their availability is. So if we make a barbecue and then we market events, people are more likely to be able to know what they can and can't come to. So the 23rd is going to be a barbecue. 24th, Jews for Pizza. For those who don't know what Jews for Pizza is, I bring pizza to campus and Jews hang out on campus at lunchtime. 25th, we introduced something called Sinai Scholars. Sinai Scholars is a Jewish educational course, which is the greatest one I've ever seen. And it's so great that I'm willing to do all the prep work and teach it. We are going to host it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's the same thing Tuesday and Wednesday, so you can pick if Wednesday or Tuesday works for you. For anyone who completes all of the classes and fulfills all the requirements, there is even a $300 or $350 stipend, which is pretty cool. Back to the Shabbos meal on the 28th. Moving into March, we have Jews for Pizza, Mushka's office hours, men's and women's class, Sinai Scholars, Shabbos meal, and then that is the first week of March. Second week of March, we have Purim. Purim is an awesome holiday where we celebrate the Jews being saved from complete annihilation like 2,500 years ago, and it's a biblical holiday. What I would say is that CSUN makes a massive party, and there are a lot of people that make parties on Monday night. Yes, there are people who aren't going to be comfortable going to CSUN for whatever reason it is, but my recommendation is that that party is good enough that if anyone wants to do something for Purim, I do recommend that they go to that. I don't want to host a program at the same time because I just don't think we're going to be able to provide a level of real service for those people. We may do an event for alumni on that night. I'm not sure yet. But everyone is invited. There's no Jews for Pizza that day because it's a fast day. It's the fast of Esther. On the 10th, we have the Purim Carnival. On campus, we are going to bring Purim. We're going to have the food bags to share, giving charity. We are going to have Megillah reading so people can hear the story told. And we will have hot dogs and burgers and food for like a feast. That way you can get all 4 mitzvahs for Purim at one place. So instead of having the men's and women's class, we are going to have that. There will be no Sinai Scholars that week. Shabbos meal on 13th, as usual. 16th looks pretty normal. 17th normal. 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. We're back to that get together on Shabbos afternoon of Jewish inspiration. 23rd and 24th, we have something called the matzah booth. So instead of Jews for Pizza, sorry, let me delete that. And instead of the class, and men's class and women's class, we are going to do everything we can to give matzah to as many Jews as possible. It's our last opportunity of the month to really be able to do that on a Monday and a Tuesday. So we're going to set up a booth giving people a chance to have everything they need for Pesach. Including inviting them to the Seder and all of that stuff. I'll get to that soon. Otherwise, regular hours, Sinai Scholars, Shabbos meal, then comes Jews for Pizza, then the Caesar Shabbos day, so there's no school, but there will be Sinai Scholars. Then comes Friday the 3rd for a Shabbos meal. Woohoo! Spring break. Okay. During spring break, we have Passover. Passover actually ends on the 14th, so Rabbi Isser and Mushka will have spring break from the 5th until the 14th. On the 8th and 9th in Tarzana, we are going to host a Seder for anybody who doesn't have their own or who wants to bring their families to a community Seder. We're not anticipating more than 25, 30 people, so that's kind of what we have in mind for those nights. Of course, you are invited, and anyone that you might know that might want to Seder is in fact invited. But we also understand that Pesach is the most celebrated holiday in the States, so there's no expectations of anyone to come. Then comes the Shabbos meal, Shabbos of Rachel Farbrengen, all usual. Okay, on the 19th, as part of the Sinai Scholars program, there is a trip to a mikveh, which everyone is invited to. We're going to go to Oak Park, to the most stunning mikveh that I'm aware of in the valley, at least. And we are going to teach people about this incredible mitzvah that very few people know about. 20th is regular, 21st is regular, 22nd is regular. We like to do a Shabbaton on the weekend of the 24th to the 26th. We've never done one before during a semester, and we don't know how many people are going to come, but our plan is to hopefully get 20 people to go with us on a Shabbaton and to fill up 20 beds in an Airbnb, some kind of like Airbnb mansion, and we'll take it from there. Can we do more? Can we do less? We'll see. Moving on, Jews for Pizza, which is office hours, regular week. Next one is a regular week, and we basically have regular programs all the way through until the Tuesday the 12th, when we're going to do a Lag B'Omer bonfire. It's a Tuesday. It's not a great day for a party, but that's the Jewish calendar. We don't get to choose when the holidays are. We would like to invite high school students to attend this program. So start thinking now about different high school kids that'll be coming to Pierce after the summer or in the summer, and we can invite them to that event. Then comes the Shabbat meal, and everything is basically normal. So we have Jews for Pizza, the men's and women's class, we have Science scholars, Shabbos meal, Shabbos Mavarchim from Reagan as usual every month, and then on the 25th and 26th we have normal stuff. Then comes Shavuot. Shavuot is timed like literally the day before exam starts is Shavuot. It's the Thursday night and Friday night and Saturday. So we don't have very high expectations for the kind of program that's going to be right before exams, but we still like to give people the chance to celebrate the holiday. The holiday has two known parts. The first part is the all-night Torah study, where people stay up very, very late into the morning until like 3, 4 a.m. Studying Torah to commemorate the night that it's that calendar date that the Jews received the Torah from God many, many moons ago. And then during the daytime to do a dairy brunch where we hear the Ten Commandments because it's the anniversary of the Jews hearing the Ten Commandments from God himself. So that's what's going on. That night there's a Friday night meal, and then comes June 1, which is the week of exams, and that ends on June 8th. As you're looking right now, those are the program events of the semester. That doesn't mean that that's all we're going to do. What it means is that this is what Mushka and I feel we can reasonably put together with help from students, but without relying on anybody too much. Can we do more? Of course. Do we want to do more? Yes, we are exploded with ideas and options and opportunities and room for growth and things that need to be done, like teaching people how to read Hebrew, more fun social events like singles nights and Sunday afternoon hangouts, and there's a lot of room for growth for community. But as a base skeleton of what we feel is not too much this semester, this is what it's looking like, and it's already looking pretty full, huh? I want to wish you all an amazing Shabbos. I will send another video now where I will describe what the student involvement looks like over the next semester.